The £1 a day habit that builds a fortune. Most of us throw away anything between £1 and £5 every single day without even noticing. And that tiny leak, that tiny wastage is stopping you from building a fortune without effort. So today I want to show you how a simple £1 a day habit can quietly build a pot of money that grows year after year. No tricks, no complicated maths, just small changes that make a big difference. I'm using pounds because I'm in England, but the same is true whatever your local currency. Dollars, yen, euros, just change the currency. Think about the little things that we buy out of habit. A cake we don't really need, a magazine we don't read, a couple of bananas that end up in the bin, a takeaway coffee that's more routine than pleasure. The pop into the shop moments that always cost a few pounds. Individually, they don't feel like much, but added together, they quietly drain money every day and every week, and you don't even notice. Until now. Let's look at what happens when you redirect just £1 a day from waste and into wealth. £1 a day is £365 a year. Over 10 years, that's £3,650. And if you put it somewhere that earns interest, that pot grows even faster. Now imagine not wasting or needlessly spending £5 a day. That's £1,825 a year. And over 10 years, that is more than £18,000 in your bank account. And that's before interest. Even a modest £20 a week, a single £20 note, equates to over £1,000 a year. And over 10 years, at a very modest 4% interest rate, you've easily passed £12,000, and all for little effort. Small numbers really do bring big results. The trick isn't to stop everything, it's to pick just one habit. You might decide to skip the daily cake. You've done it for years, and really, you don't enjoy the cake the same nowadays. Perhaps once a week will mean something to look forward to. If you always end the week with brown bananas to throw away, then buy fewer bananas. Cut out one takeaway coffee each week, or only have that deli coffee on alternate days. That will save you several pounds a week. I chose to only have a takeaway coffee on even-numbered days, and it surprised me how much I soon had in my savings pot. Or another habit to break. Stop buying magazines that you don't read. So you always buy the same magazine from the same shop and then leave it in the magazine rack, unopened and unread. All you're doing is filling the recycling bin. And here's the important part. Don't just skip it. Bank the money. Move it into savings the moment you don't spend it. Turn the wastage habit into a transfer habit. That's where the magic happens. I opened a separate online savings account and then go online to the bank every couple of days. I guesstimate how much that I've not needlessly spent and transfer it into savings. That too soon becomes a habit, but a good habit. In a matter of weeks, there is a sizable pot building up. And don't spend it, just leave it alone to do its own thing, and it will. What other spending habits might we come across? Going for a bottle of milk and buying a bar of chocolate at the same time. Filling up with petrol and filling up with sweets too. Unused £1 or £2 weekly subscriptions that you never use and probably never will. So cancel them. Cheap £1 impulse buys that just clutter up your drawers. You've already got lunch, but you buy those extras, the cake, the bottle of juice, just because. Or buying a loaf and binning half because it's dried out. Why not freeze half for in the week and save £1? You don't need a big salary to build a future. You don't need complicated investments. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need fewer leaks. £1 a day won't change your life today, but it will change your life in 10 years. And what if you identify and stop another wasteful habit? What if you divert those savings into your 10-year pot? Then think of the size of that pot in 10 years. And do remember the twisted number does not give financial advice. We just like to show you how different scenarios might work so that you can understand them for yourself. If you're thinking about investing or making financial decisions, always seek qualified professional guidance before you act. And our final note, small habits build big fortunes. Start with £1. Start today. And look out for the next Twisted Number video on numbers and money. Thank you.